Wait, what? Ever seen a love story so disastrous it becomes a cautionary tale? In Hollywood, some romances weren't just breakups, they were full-blown public meltdowns. Think you know the story? Just wait until you hear about the shocker at number 3. And keep watching for a love affair near the end that's so intense, it makes today's Hollywood dramas look tame. Let's dive into these unforgettable, headline-making relationships that went from sweet to downright disastrous. In the glamorous world of Hollywood, romance often comes with a ticking clock. With the cameras always watching, secrets rarely stay hidden, and one wrong move can blow everything wide open. These couples had us invested, some we rooted for, others we knew were a ticking time bomb. These relationships didn't just end, they exploded, leaving unforgettable chaos in their wake and turning heartbreak into public spectacle. Number 1. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Here we go, Depp and Heard. This is the couple that rewrote the rulebook on messy celebrity breakups. What started as a whirlwind romance quickly spiraled into one of the most infamous court battles the world has ever seen. Abuse claims, defamation suits, leaked tapes. It's like a real-life drama that just doesn't end. Their darkest secrets were dragged into the open, leaving fans fiercely divided and the internet ablaze. This wasn't just a breakup, it was a cultural storm. And the shockwaves, still reverberating today, making it a saga that's anything but forgotten. Number 2. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Now, who didn't think Brangelina was endgame? They met on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and from that moment, it was clear they were Hollywood royalty. But their love story wasn't without controversy from the start. Together, they raised 6 children, creating an almost fairy tale family in the public eye, until things crumbled. When they split, it wasn't just heartbreak, it was a brutal custody battle with shocking accusations that caught everyone off guard. They went from golden couple to tragic exes, a relationship that once seemed perfect, now marked by bitter fallout. Number 3. Britney Spears and Kevin Federline. And here it is, the one you didn't see coming. Britney and K-Fed. This unlikely pairing had everyone raising their eyebrows from the beginning. Pop princess meets backup dancer? It was tabloid gold, and when they married just a few months after meeting, it made headlines everywhere. The whirlwind continued with 2 kids and then, an infamous, very public breakdown. Britney's 2007 meltdown is permanently etched into pop culture, and her marriage to Kevin? It was the trigger. He walked away with custody. She lost her freedom to a conservatorship. This wasn't just a breakup, it was a tragedy that's still unresolved today. Number 4. Kim Kardashian and Kris Humphries. This was the relationship that everyone saw coming to a screeching halt. Kim and Kris's 72-day marriage felt more like a reality TV twist than a real relationship. The lavish wedding, the non-stop media frenzy, and then, a hasty divorce that had people questioning if it was all for ratings. Kris wanted privacy. Kim? The spotlight. Not exactly a match made in heaven. As fast as it began, it ended, leaving fans and critics alike wondering if there was ever any love to begin with. Number 5. Rihanna and Chris Brown. This one's tough. Rihanna and Chris Brown had an electric chemistry that was undeniable, but their relationship took a dark, unexpected turn. In 2009, a violent incident left Rihanna injured, and Chris facing legal consequences. It was a moment that changed the course of both their careers forever. Fans were heartbroken, the media went into overdrive, and the fallout? It lasted for years, affecting both their lives in profound ways. This wasn't just another breakup, it was a tragedy that left scars and forced the world to look at young celebrity culture in a whole new light. Number 6. Taylor Swift and Calvin Harris. From Instagram sweetness to Twitter spats, Taylor and Calvin were pop's golden couple until things turned sour. Taylor took public credit for a song they'd co-written, Calvin fired back online, and just like that, their love story was over. Was it petty? Absolutely. Was it entertaining? Definitely. This breakup showed us that even the most innocent-looking relationships can hide big drama. And if there's one thing we know about Taylor, it's that this story was bound to inspire a song or two. Number 7. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. Ah, Yelena. Young love is tough, especially when millions of people are invested in every detail. Justin and Selena's relationship was a roller coaster of breakups and reconciliations, with each Instagram post analyzed like a state secret. Every time they got back together, fans rejoiced, Every split, they mourned. It was the ultimate on-again, off-again love story that captured an entire generation. In the end, they moved on, sort of. But let's be real, their saga shaped a generation of fans who grew up with them. 8. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, the surprise spotlight relationship. If you thought number 3 was wild, brace yourself, this one redefines drama. Love or obsession? With Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, it was maybe a bit of both. They met and fell madly in love, while married to other people. Scandalous? That was only the beginning. Their explosive fights, public reconciliations, and legendary affair left a trail of destruction that the public couldn't get enough of. They married, divorced, then married again, making headlines at every turn. The Vatican even condemned their relationship as erotic vagrancy. Yes, really. And yet, despite the scandal, they couldn't stay away. Their love was like a wildfire, intense, uncontrollable, and impossible to ignore. Even after they split for good, Burton wrote love letters to Taylor until he passed away. It's a Hollywood story that's both chaotic and unforgettable, and proof that sometimes love doesn't just burn, it consumes. 9. Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher. Demi and Ashton were the ultimate Hollywood power couple, a symbol of breaking age barriers. They embraced their unconventional relationship, proving that age really was just a number. But as time went on, the age gap wasn't the biggest challenge. It was the cheating rumors, public confessions, and Demi's revelations about the dark side of their marriage. What started as something unique and refreshing ultimately became another Hollywood what could have been, leaving fans wondering if it was ever meant to last. Number 10. Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. And now, we end on a heartbreaking note. Whitney and Bobby were two of the most talented people in the industry, but their relationship was a toxic cocktail of passion, addiction, and pain. The media frenzy, public scandals, and their personal demons created a love story that was as turbulent as it was passionate. Whitney's tragic death left fans devastated, with many questioning if a relationship with Bobby had been a driving force in her struggles. This wasn't just a breakup, it was a story of love, loss, and a heartbreak that left scars on the music industry itself. So, what do you think? These stories are messy, tragic, sometimes shocking, but always human. They remind us that even the rich and famous can't escape heartbreak, and that some love stories leave more than a few broken hearts in their wake. Drop a comment below. Were you surprised by any of these, or is there a couple you think should have made the list? And if you enjoyed this peek into celeb disasters, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Oh, and if you've got a friend who lives for Hollywood scandal, share this video with them. Because let's face it, these stories are way more fun when you're watching with company. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Who knows what wild stories we'll dive into next? It's almost comforting to know that even the brightest stars face shadows. Hollywood might seem glamorous, but as we've seen today, love there can be just as chaotic and unpredictable. Behind all that glitz and glam, the heartbreak is all too real. Until next time, keep questioning what you see, because in the world of fame, there's always more than meets the eye.